That is pretty slow. Um, Something like. Yeah. Hold time, eh? That might work better. The open threshold. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I want the open threshold to be big, but the closed threshold to be low. Something like that. Oh, that's a good point. I was going to go and clip something.
Let's practice that next. And still, the first roll is fine. Flip in consistently. Worked though. Oh, and Tails isn't there to screw up those platforms. I can't believe I got through that flame with a forward damage boost. That's a new way of doing that. Maybe I should clip that. Let me clip that. If someone's here, clip that. Worked though. Oh, and Tails isn't there to screw up those platforms. I can't believe I got through that flame with a forward damage boost. That's if I got through that isn't there to screw up those platforms. I can't believe I got through that flame with a forward damage boost. That's a new way of doing that. Maybe I should clip that. Let me clip that. Doing that. Maybe I should clip that. Let me clip that. I don't know why that worked though. Oh, and Tails isn't there to screw up those platforms. I can't believe I got through that flame with a forward damage boost. That's a new way of doing that. Maybe I should clip that. Let me clip that. I don't know why that worked though. Oh, and Tails isn't there to screw up those platforms. I can't believe I got through that flame with a forward damage boost. That's a new way of doing that. Maybe I should clip that. Let me clip that. I don't know why that worked though.
feels the floaty speed now. Repose. Repose again. And I can't repose properly. What? Oh, I just can't. I can't tell that frame. Wow, I wasn't even on it. Repose, man. Man. Damn. It feels slow. Getting on the right pixel and then missing the pause. Hello. Hello, DJ. Just listening through the old SoundCloud backlog and such. How's the Tomb Raider runs going? What am I doing? Doing wrong. Okay. Level 6 out of how many? Oh, you're really learning it properly before you do any full runs then, huh? What? Get me through there. Oh dear. Oh, that actually gives me the wrong subpixels, but does put me in the wall. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Only problem is learning IL yellow strats. Hey. Eyeless noon. What's up? Relearn the routes when it comes to fire depends if you want to like go for like world record level runs. I don't know how much more difficult ILs are in that game or not. Like this trick is an IL trick only, but well, has been for the longest time. And it's not stopping me from going for it in runs now, so. Oh, it is! Hi. I knew that username rang a bell from somewhere. Writing essays. My least favourite part of university work. Or work in general. I graduated, by the way. I got a 2-1. It's a 2-hour-ish run, that's a long run. All of my speed runs are really short. My longest run is 40 minutes max. And none of my other ones even come close to that. Like my next longest one is this. Which is like... I don't know what it is in real time actually. Like half an hour. Oh, right, okay. Too low. Okay. I don't feel fast enough to press buttons frame perfectly right now. What am I trying to do right now? Oh, that's a great starting point to start. Hang on, it turns out I'm talking a lot, so I'm going to go downstairs so I can actually talk. How you doing, dog? Ruby. I don't know why she's been lying at the bottom of the stairs recently. She gets scared at night. Let's not go in there, there's a dishwasher. It's loud. And there's a cat exactly where I want to sit. You dog. Yes, I am back at home for now. There we go. Right. You want explanations? Give you explanations. So as I was saying, great flippin' place to start on literally the hardest trick in the run. One run on the leaderboard has this trick, and it's the world record by like a solid minute. In this game you can zip through walls, you know about that, I don't know, probably. Did I miss anything? Okay. So yeah, the objective is to go fast enough off the left side of the level to wrap around to the right side of the level. But in order to do that, this is the only place where we can start zipping off to the left. That's quite far into the level, but it still saves like an entire minute. So first of all, you have to get exactly on this pixel off this platform in the time that it takes this cork to descend from where it started from to twice the distance down it's gone on this frame. And then, so I'm in the right horizontal position. Now I need to pause exactly on the right vertical position of the cork, which I'm 2 frames short of right now, so I'm just going to time the right press manually because I don't want to risk unpausing and pausing, and over 2 frames you can't frame advance on this really. So there we go. Then you hit right on the correct frame going vertically down on that cork, and this starts you zipping off to the left, which is already like the second hardest part of this trick. Now the hardest part of this trick, I've got this once in an actual run ever, by the way. The hardest part of this trick is now making Sonic pass through this wall coming from the left. Which I have to unpause and jump on, I don't know what exact frame, jump on the exact same frame you would hit the wall, as it were, so let's see if that happens. No. I'll do it until I get that. It's all good practice. We didn't get the right horizontal pixel. And all of this can't be done without like mega pause buffering, of course, which in itself is controversial, I guess, to some runners. I'm nowhere near. You see how many tries this takes me to get even with save states. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's getting on the right horizontal pixel in time is the hard part here, really. There we go, I'm on the right one now. Yeah, you can't see where you are every other frame because you're flashing with iframes. You need to... Yeah, you have to get hit because you're passing through these spikes again as you zip. Okay, I got through the wall. That's what we want there. So once you get through the wall, by jumping on the same frame you hit it, you're then to this section. Now if you just hold right to zip off to the try and zip off to the left like you want, you end up just falling back down onto the starting kind of waterfall area. RTA isn't quite irrelevant because also I failed to agree that Zaxxon is a badass. Sure. There's the world record on Sonic 2 now. That's more impressive. First person to beat Mike 89 in however many years. Anyway. Yeah, RTA. RTA matters. We have an RTA minus time bonus column on the leaderboards, but it's still sorted by in-game time. But if people don't like playing in PAL or whatever and want to see what the fastest actual RTA times are, there is still an RTA column. You just take off the time bonus screen. What's the best emulator to use? I hear it's RetroArch, I don't know. But I just use Fusion because that's the one I have. They're all like, over the course of 10 minutes, they're all like somewhere between 1 second and 3 seconds faster than actual console, I think. But it's really tiny differences. Yeah, I think his first game was Sonic Mania. I mean, I don't know how long he's been speedrunning, but he definitely started Sonic games at Sonic Mania. Fusion runs Genesis games also, yeah, and it's allowed. I think it's one of the faster ones, but then the difference between an emulator running the game fast in this case is like, again, 1 second over the course of 10 minutes. So it gets rid of a couple of lag frames, which would have been on the original. But for Sega Master System games and Game Gear games, Fusion is like ridiculously good in comparison. Still haven't finished learning a run. You can always do ILs and stuff. Well, it depends how you want to learn it. Like, Mr. DJ here is apparently learning his runs by watching the ILs for each level and learning each level ridiculously well before moving on to the next one. So it takes ages to learn the whole game run. Or you could just learn like beginner routes for a whole game run and just kind of blast through it. Also, if you choose Sonic 3 or whatever, that game is long. Well, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, that game is long. So we're at this part. We did the second hardest part of the glitch. We did the hardest part of the glitch, getting through the little wall section. And now this part is comparatively smooth sailing, but a lot can still go wrong. Okay, Mania. Yeah. See, Mania. Oh, did I tell you I got paid to play Sonic the Hedgehog yesterday? 2 days ago. 3 days ago. Damn. It was like a OnePlus in London, the OnePlus mobile store, whatever, did like a community event where they got UKSM guys in to showcase gaming on the OnePlus 7 Pro US phone or whatever. And I had to learn the mobile version of this game, which is completely different. Adds in spin dashing and tails and item boxes from Sonic 2 and 3. So I had to learn how to spin dash in the course of a couple of weeks. And I don't like spin dashing. Oh man, that wasn't the main problem. The main problem was the phone controls are garbage, so I had to get a Bluetooth keyboard to use on the phone instead. And then you have input delay and then whatever, it was fine. It was fun. In the end, when we had like people coming up and competing for like the best time in individual levels and things like. That's amazing. I remember you having one of them. Yeah. It makes spin dashing so much easier. How many buttons do you have? Because I know in Sonic Mania spin dashing is even more complicated than the originals, because you can do 7 tap spin dashing instead of 6 or whatever. How many jump buttons do you use? I'm going to finish explaining this trick before I forget how to do it. Right, so subpixels also play a big part in this. Getting through that wall that I just got through, you have to have the right subpixels, which you can't really influence as far as I know really. So you just have to get lucky with that. It's not most of the time, if you do it exactly the same way each time, it'll work. Okay, yeah, you go 3. It has a 3-frame window. Oh, I see. That's what 7 tap means. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was not any good at it, apparently. But that was on the mobile one, so I don't know if I went to the original. Oh, I don't want to learn the original. So more subpixel stuff right now. Because in order to get over this gap where I would fall down to the waterfalls, I have to jump exactly for 1 frame on the perfect frame. But I also need to have the right subpixels. So to align my subpixels is a method where you jump up against the wall and tap right a couple of times. And doing this makes you more likely to have the correct subpixels in order to do not that. Well, we're back at the start of the level. So we're back here. We align our subpixels by tapping against this wall. The frame I want to jump and pause on the same frame. So that I only jump for 1 frame, because I can't press a button for 1 frame to save my life. Thanks for the good luck, and fair enough, see you later. The frame I want to jump and pause on is this one, exactly this one. And then when I unpause, I would have jumped for 1 frame, which lets me through the part I want to get through. And then I'm in here, and all I have to do is align myself up against an invisible wall to influence my subpixels yet again, and then hold right, and finally you have a 97% chance of getting through the final bit. That can still fail at that point. Then you save 40 seconds, I don't know. Let's do it some more. Perfect. Perfect. This is the exact vertical position you want the cork to be on as well. Yeah. There's a, a slight backup to this, it's almost just as hard, but you might as well go for it, kind of thing. But yeah, his run has it in, and his run also has, I believe, Scrap Brain 2 in, which is the second hardest thing in the run, which is another new thing. I'm gonna go to Scrap Brain 2. Scrap Brain 2 is 4 frame perfects in a row, basically. 4 frame perfect jumps, and you can't like buffer them in any way to make it easier. So you have to jump frame perfectly there, that was 1. I can tell where it is because of the rings, and then frame perfectly here. I was 2 frames late. That's frame earlier too. That was on the right frame. 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 1 frame late. That was 1 frame early. At least I can tell what's happening, you know. I know I'm getting better at a trick when I can tell exactly what's going wrong every time it goes wrong. So that was 2 frames early. Unless I'm just not concentrating very hard. I have pulled off... my current run on the leaderboards has this one. I did manage to do this one first try in the run. When I was slightly more practiced at it. But it's time to get back in the game with this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on. That was 1 frame early. Off the wheel. That was also... But yeah, on a good day, when I'm actually good at this, I'd say I could probably go 1 in 4 or something. If I'm like... if I'm really feeling good about it. There we go. So you do 2 frame perfects in a row to be able to wrap off the left side of the level. And that's not the hardest part. Well, that's probably the hardest part, but then that's not the most dangerous part. Now I'm way above the signpost. But I hit the signpost because you just need to be at the same the same horizontal position as it anyway. It's like hitbox extends all the way up. So I need to fall back in bounds in a place where I can actually proceed on to the next level. And in order to do that, I need another 2 frame perfect things. First one is pausing over here, on that frame, and then jumping on the last possible one there, and then the next one is pausing on one of the possible... I don't think I'm going to land on top of that wall, I really don't want to. Yeah, perfect. So this is one of the possible positions. I know about 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them, where I now know a combination of keys I can hold to get back in bounds. This one happens to just be holding left, which is very nice. And you fall on the left side of this laser instead of into the same side as Robotnik, and then you can't get to the next level if you fall in there. Oh, that's not how you do that. The only instance of slope glitch in Sonic 1. You're not actually soft locked because for some reason they gave Robotnik a they made Robotnik like able to hurt you. Why am I playing the final boss? I don't need to practice that. I'm going to change the music to something different. Well, this is still drum and bass, but it's probably liquid. Yeah, if you hit him instead of just standing there and taking it, then he loses his hitbox, and then you are soft locked. That's true. Hello. Anyway, explaining. Sorry to bore you with massively long explanations of most difficult glitches, but explaining them over and over again will help for when I need to explain them. I need to refine down my explanations faster for when I do it at flipping EGX. GDQ one day. I don't really want to go to America. Oh my god, I was too fast. The fly hadn't flown out of the wall yet. Classic. Getting over those spikes is so hard. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? How you do this level? Okay, that works, that's fine. It's still pretty good. The cat's looking annoyed at me, because I came down here and woke you up. Oh, I don't know if I'll make the next bounce. Oh, I did. Perfect. Perfect. .32 is as good as I can do. The IL is 31, but that must be ridiculously tight. At least I think the IL is 31. There's a load of ILs which aren't on the speedrun.com leaderboards because they were made ages ago and under different rules without having as much proof. But I count those as the real ILs. Because they're done by the legends. Oh fuck! Ah, that's not gonna do it. I saw myself screeching on the ground, so you know you're not fast enough. I never do that. What are you talking about? Wait, you can go down here? Okay, interesting. I don't think there's a way out of there without dying, but it doesn't matter at that point. I'm not second on these leaderboards. I'm like 5th or something. No, 8th. I don't know. But like this, the strats in this make it so volatile that if I ever complete a run, like with Labyrinth 3, I'll be instantly second. I think I'm 5 seconds behind Mike 89. But yeah, that doesn't mean I'm not going for like world record runs. Or I will be back at that level after, I don't know, another few days, I'd say. Well, I was never quite at that level. Anyway, I have 3 weeks to play this like every day in. Yeah, I got another. I updated my Master System record more recently to get the waypoint. What do you call it? The milestone of sub 16. So I'm leaving that in a pretty good place at the moment. Yeah. Damn right, it's nice. Oh, I jumped too early. That was weird. I guess I still got some slope, some upward slope angle. Oh well. Really? Well, Mania's a long game as well. It has a load of levels, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose games that are like 2D are like simpler in 2D, and so oh wow, I just completely missed the platform. That's annoying. What was I saying? So games that can be like optimized really well because they're less, there's less variability. Like if you do certain things, things can be optimized like to the highest ceiling more quickly because there's less like controls and stuff. Why? Oh, I just ran out of speeches because I spent a while fumbling around on the platforms in the middle. What was I saying? Yeah, games that can be optimized to like that much feel longer because you have to do everything perfectly throughout the however long the run is. Whereas you can get long speed runs which don't feel as long, like where you can't quantify exactly how well the run is going like at all points because of like three-dimensional movement throughout the run being the main decider or something. I'm not explaining this very well. Oh, what? Why did I do that? I think I'm holding left for too many frames when I come out of there. Anyway, I'm just trying to justify why the only speedrun that I do that's longer than half an hour is a completely different genre of 3D game, where the only thing, well, the most important thing in it is strafing and movement. What's the fastest category within Mania? Is it all emeralds because you get supersonic and then, or I suppose there's some kind of new game plus? Yeah, in fact, the game I played Descent, the 40-minute game, without a timer. I've never really used a timer. I just look at what the in-game time is at the end of the run. That's the only game I don't have a timer running for throughout. I don't have splits for it. Bad ending encore mode. Is 39 minutes a long one or a short one? Which ones are the... Oh, I jumped early. Oh no, it's still fine. Oh, I know this song. This is a great mix into this song. What the hell? This is a great track. Just coming in. That's the shortest one, okay. Yeah, I've never even looked at like I know there's like the ones where you have multiple characters, the new characters, Roy and whoever, and there's all kinds of different stuff for that. It's a completely different category. There's so much I haven't looked at. Oh, being able to get up straight onto that platform again. There's so many things from the mobile version which were terrible, and now I get to do them. I get to do them properly again here. like the mobile version patches out all the glitches by allowing you to not quite clip up onto loads of different terrain, not like letting you land on terrain that you're not quite high enough to kind of actually land on. But there's loads of jumps in this run where actually you kind of just get onto the top of a corner of a platform by running into the side of it, and it allows you to zip up there a tiny little bit. So all of those routes were kind of slightly changed to be more awkward. Oh wow. You can skip the point. Okay. Oh, I was gonna... God damn it. I was gonna stop to spin dash there. Can't spin dash in this game. Remind myself of it. Ah. Can we make this one at least? Yes. Oh. Ah, that's the worst possible way of failing it. I thought it was going to be fine, so I didn't do a shorter jump. That's only 2 frames to do a full jump at the end of that ramp and actually get in there properly. Every category skips it? Oh, okay. Hey, got over that bump in the ground for once. Oh, fast clip. Oh no. Never mind. Don't get the fast cycle. But we do get the fast clip, hey! Get in there. Oh, that's almost too low there. Ah. Oh, I didn't make it on top. Yes. Gave me that third last hit. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, I don't know why. Okay. I know there was the massive auto scroller at the end of Studiopolis where you used to be able to skip it, or it got patched or something. I don't know. Don't know how. I dread to think of how you have to keep up with different patches and which ones are allowed for speedruns. Oh no, get on the Switch. Oh, I didn't want to hit that guy. I don't know how much slower that is. It's probably hardly even slower. Because I can never really tell the difference by the time I get to the end time. Oh, that's really early. I still made it. And I damage boosted to the right, so I didn't die. Yeah, sure. This is horrible because you want to carry a lightning shield through it? Oh, alright. I hate carrying lightning shields or bubble shields or fire shields through places. I had to do that in this game for a bit. Ugh. Oh, I don't want to bounce at that guy. That might make me not get to the cycle in time. I'm going for it anyway. Yeah, I'm fine. Or maybe I was just an entire cycle behind by that point, so it's fine, I don't know. Know how quickly those rotate. Can we land this thing? No, never. I don't know how much time it saves, only like a couple of seconds, max. Oh my god, that's really bad. I was doing the muscle memory of going to collect the vulnerability box to play through the rest of the level normally, because I'm still flipping, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm still corrupted by having to learn the muscle memory for the mobile version. Yeah, the RNG on it. I know what. I'm not giving up. Just actually, oh, I just hit the speed cap because this game has a speed cap. The mobile version doesn't. Oh my god! Give me a ring. Give me a ring. Give me that ring. If the ring is gone. Oh, good. Oh well, let's do it. Let's get it. Here we go. That's the right pixel. That's the right pixel as well. I was wrong? Hello? That wasn't the right horizontal one? That's so hard to tell. Unless there are a couple of subpixels that matter there. Like, I mean, unless it's like a Starlight 1 kind of subpixel deal where you actually do have to be slightly over on the correct pixel. Can I remember how to do the rest of this level normally, is the question. Oh god, okay. That can kill me right there. Landing underneath that guy. Oh, what am I doing? My climbing is terrible. I haven't relearned how to climb these steps properly because I had to change it for the mobile version again. Let's see if we can get past Robotnik. Always a difficult one. Oh, that was it. That was the right angle of jump, but I jumped too high. I'm gonna die. I mean, the run is already over, pretty much, for me. If you can get to the Act 2 boss, you can kill it straight up instead of worrying about RNG. Oh, really? Yeah, I thought. Wait, I don't know which acts. We're still talking about the Studiopolis one. Once I get that first try. It's the one with the weather pans. Oh, okay. That's one you can definitely just kill straight away at all, without worrying about any of its attacks at all, really, right? Or maybe it gets one off and that's the RNG. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Oh, there we go. Got where to start holding left. Oh, I see. That's what you need the shield for. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I was saying the one where you're running along the auto-scroller for ages with the rockets. Didn't you used to be able to fly over like the entirety of that with tails, but now you can't, or something? Okay, yeah. But then, really, that's sad. I guess I'll lose. Oh my god. I thought I could have no speed cap because the mobile version has ruined me. I don't need that, that's not a lightning shield, don't pick that up. Oh, it doesn't matter, I didn't get in the floor I needed to, the runs. This level killed it anyway. Gotta practice this boss definitely either way. Oh, this is why we gotta practice the boss. I'm not even gonna hit him, am I? Oh, again. But I'm not gonna hit him with those, that's really bad. These jumps off the seesaws have, I think it's 2 frame window. Maybe it's 1 frame window. Pretty awkward to jump off the tips of the seesaws properly. To get the height to actually hit him when you're not supposed to. Yeah, I was just wondering about whether different patches are used or whatever, how that works. So I haven't explored the leaderboards really. Oh, get in there. Get in there. This run, like, can't PB. Unless I get this right now. Oh, that's the opposite of what I want. Being down here is just strictly worse, and it also is really hard to do, and yet it keeps happening to me. Sure. Oh wait, I don't have Scrap Brain 1 saved, okay. Oh no, I do, it's this one. There it is. Hey, that's what I want. That's the one I want. But that's the thing I practiced the most, and it's still not become consistent in any way. I say that a lot, so I'm annoyed at it. Oh, okay, so it's just like, at least it's only like one patch that you can differentiate it by, like one big patch or the other. And it's not like some, I don't think of a game that has like several different patches which different categories might I don't want to jump there, that's not how you do that. Don't jump. E. I don't know where I'm gonna be. Okay, I'm on the outside. I mean, not the outside. Oh, this is so hard to explain. I've memorized so many like tiny different positions here, and that wasn't one of them, apparently. I don't need to practice dying there, I just have a save state. Oh, that's the frame late, but that can still work. Yeah, that's one of them. $11. And then I'm not going to practice this. Cool. Yeah, I have to tell myself to not spin dash every time. Oh, that's a big spider. Oh. I have to tell myself to not spin dash every time I get hit to try and recover, because I have been on the mobile one. So I'm relearning. Instead of spin dashing, you just have to jump, because for some reason you accelerate faster when you jump from stationary instead of just holding right. It's not the case on the 8-bit version. The 8-bit game makes sense. The 8-bit game doesn't have weird slope physics, which are awkward. What am I catching the spider in? Hey, it's right here. Hang on. You get to witness me freak out in real time. Now we're placing the paper underneath the glass. And now I still can't pick it up because flimsy flippin' paper. God damn it. The mobile version is the one you get on the it's on the Switch store. Really? I thought it wasn't exactly the same, but it might be. No, it probably is. Yeah. It's the Christian Whitehead one, right? Is that the name I'm remembering right, or am I remembering that from somewhere else? Yeah, the guy who made Mania is the same guy. Yeah. He made that in 2013, and then off the strength of that, he helped him to get in with the Mania, be allowed to do the Mania production, you know. And is that the first game with flying, where Sonic gets to fly with Tails? It can't be, right? His port of Sonic 1. It must have been in some other Sonic I don't know about, like Sonic CD or something, I don't know. Wait, you can in Sonic 3? Oh, okay. I thought you couldn't in any of the originals. I think I've gone too fast again. Yep, the fly wasn't out of the wall. Oh shit. Okay, we'll go this way. Yeah. The player 2 controller, oh jeez. Yeah, you can fly with Tails, but you can't be like picked up as Sonic. Like you're playing as Sonic and you tell Tails to pick you up and fly. Kind of thing. You can? Damn, okay. Sonic 3 had everything. Sonic 3 was like so much better than Sonic 2. Like in almost every way, basically. But Sonic 2 is just so much more popular because it sold so much better at the time, I don't know. And Sonic 3's release was weird and segmented. And Sonic 2 was like packaged in with as the game that came with the second generation of the Genesis, which everyone got. That's probably the reason. Oh, get out of there. Oh my god, that's slow. Oh, really? Sure. Oh yeah, I remember hearing that before somewhere. Favorite game ever, huh? Yeah, I don't know about when I started speedrunning. Not that I like can remember a definitive start. Oh, why didn't I slope jump off there? I read about people being like, oh, I don't want to ruin my favorite game by speedrunning it, so I can never play it casually again. But I played Descent. I speedrun Descent as my favorite game, so I still enjoy it just as much. Like, just moving around in the game, however, always. Oh my god, this is a reset. It's always fun for me. But there's so many different routes to do. Actually, hardly anyone does glitches on it, do they? Or do they? I don't know. Everyone I've seen running it recently are all doing the glitches because the glitches are so cool and massively, well, fairly new. A lot of them, like massive skips discovered more recently, thanks to Krasm all over that, apparently. Luckily, Krasm didn't find anything that. Krasm didn't find anything that massively broke Sonic 1 SMS when he was playing it recently. Got the second place time. Oh. Really? Am I now bad at this? This is like the thing I was most consistent at. Oh no! Okay, I just have to pay less attention and then someone will do it for me or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not carrying all that. Run. Should remember to do fast acceleration and save like somewhere between 3 and 10 frames depending on what level it is at the start of each level. Might save that 1 extra second because in-game timing is kind of bad. Imagine having every level capped to a frame roll of an entire second. Who'd do that? Yeah, I know a surprising amount about the Sonic 3 any % run from just watching like Zaxxon. Wow, I got over the spikes watching Zaxxon and people play it. Got over the spikes, but then took the low route through the loop and now bonked on there. Okay. Still a 90. Oh man. Theoretically, I should be able to get, if I can get over those spikes consistently, which I definitely can't, then 18s every time should be easy. Yeah, Sonic Mania is just like such a massive, just one big fan game. It's like ROM hack. So many references and reused things. Oh my god, I can't be bothered. Those speeches, yeah. Is that the only speeches I get in the game? Surely not. Might be, actually. Hey, at least there's a better amount of speeches in this game than there are in the 8-bit ones. In the 8-bit Sonics, there's literally one speeches box in the entire game in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. And on the Game Gear version of Sonic 2, there's no speeches in the entire game. They took it out. And we don't even collect it for the speedrun. We don't even collect either of them for the speedrun. Very sad. Oh, not a 26. No shame. I found a boxed copy of Sonic 2 8-bit to go with my sealed copy of Sonic 1 8-bit. Now all I need to find is Sonic Chaos for the Sega Master System, and I'll have the trilogy. It only costs £3.50. No one wants it. Drop dashes, yeah, they're not even. Who was it at the mobile event the other day? Someone kept trying to do drop dashes because it's very like Mania, but drop dashes weren't invented yet. So. Oh, I didn't win. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I've never drop dashed a single time in my life. Don't even know how. And I played through Sonic Mania. I haven't played through it very much. Like, I played through it once and then I've never gone back to it. So. I didn't know how to drop dash. I didn't figure it out. Oh dear. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's not fine. I'm really slow. That's not the opposite of fine. Okay. Looks like we've already descended into what's known as the Green Hill Stream. Although, as I end up saying at least once per stream, my best runs are always when I first start, and then it just gets worse from there. So. Oh well. It's still all good practice, probably. Okay, maybe not good practice, but at least some kind of practice. Good practice, you have to be trying hard. Mania Emerald stages. But when you get them down, they're only like 5 seconds long, right? Because you just kind of jump straight over to it and pick it up immediately. Are they that hard? I've never paid attention. Oh, that's an early jump, but it's fine. Where am I going? What the hell happened? Oh, let me just die. Okie dokie. That, whatever bounce happened off that box, I must have been holding jump too early and I got the high bounce instead. Yeah, okay. I don't know what the movement tech, what the specific of it is. This looks like you're kind of strafe jumping weirdly to me. Well, that's the fun part. That's the parts I like doing. Like I like doing really small section of a game over and over again, which is weird that I don't do more ILs actually. But you can kind of see the process. Like eventually, well, hopefully, you can start to tell kind of as you're getting better when you start to. First, you see in the bonus level. Sure, we'll get the emerald. First, you start to notice why things are going wrong, and then you're like, aha, I must be improving somehow, and then you get to start actually correcting those things, and then you get the knowledge. I actually know that a good way of getting the emerald here. I just fumble about. Oh, I can't embarrass myself. I must collect emerald. Give it to me. Oh, fuck. I think my current leaderboard run does that also. Because it's in game time, I don't care. Oh wow, I got over the spikes again. I am not used to being able to do that. And then I have to go the lower loop route. That's my demise. I don't want to have to go for the lower loop route because it's not as good. Give me the level wrap. 12%. 12%. 12%. Oh, almost. Apparently, you can like stick to the ceilings and the bonus levels of this game by jumping like every frame that you're on a ceiling. TAS does it in like the all rings categories to like collect every ring in the bonus level. I don't know if there's an actual like all rings category, it's just like for the score, for like the score ILs. Which I don't know are on speedrun.com, they'll be on the Sonic Center, I think. But yeah, there's definitely a high score. Runs around somewhere, I just don't know where they are. Oh, am I die? Yep. Wow, yeah, you can tell I'm just not getting anywhere anymore, suddenly. First I just wasn't getting past Green Hill 3, and now I'm just not getting past Green Hill 2, apparently. Let's actually get further into the game, no matter what the time is.
You're listening to the Four Corner
Help
Show.
break the cycle. Ooh. Oh, I actually made it to that far side of the wall. Okay, this should work. Yeah. That works. I don't exactly know what you mean, but I definitely have, like, I'm writing a couple of sentences, and then I look back and realize I have no idea what I just wrote for those two sentences. Like, I wasn't paying attention. The same like when you're reading a book and you just like have read half a page and then you realize, oh, what is going on? I just talking of not paying attention. You realize that you just like haven't been noticing the past however many sentences you've been doing.
One, two. It's your boy Melinky.
All I had to do was keep holding right, but I decided to let go for no reason.
Susan the Sun and Bass Blues for the people that have come back.
At the particular spot I was in anyway, there's more precise stuff before then.
Taster of our very own Sun and Bass down in Hastings. Bit of a special show. Going to be playing some live recordings from my own Melinky and Mates events. Some of the best bits from the last event. Recording live is always hard, and yeah, there's a few bits where it cuts out and stuff, but I've managed to piece it together, so we're going to play that for the last bit of the show. Hope you enjoy that, and it gives you a bit of an insight into the events that I do.
What a mistake, I let go after 0 frames instead of 1.
show because it's release day.
Silly.
Music. It's the Cypher.
Rookie mistake.
First ever solo release.
Get me through the wall, go on. Oh,
Just on the label, but ever. He's had one release out before. He's a good friend.
never
of mine.
lucky.
And yeah, I've been helping him.
Never
get
skillful enough.
with his production over the last 2 years.
Get through that wall pretty well.
And
Good at that one.
Yeah, he's really smashed it with the CP. We got the feedback.
That's
today
not an easy one either, but
from Marky, Doc Scott, all over the scene. Really good feedback. So shout out
you got
to
given a
everyone.
structure you can follow. I love that.
Important now.
That's the only way I get
some of the tunes from that EP. And
essays
also
done.
looking forward to our next release, which is the Embers of Light album. So I'm going to play my best bits from that.
Big chunk of the essay without reference. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
From the Young Talent.
Depends what order you
So yeah, lots of new music.
try and
today.
do things in, I
Keep it
suppose.
chilled, kind of for the first bit, and then play the live recording at the end. So hope you stick with me for the show, and you're having a good week, whatever you do, or start to the week. So yeah, keep it locked and big up.
You ever see Sonic roll forever? You lost me at reflective. Okay.
So, talking of the cipher, we're going straight into it. This release is called the Poltergeist EP, and this is one of my favourite tracks. They're all damn
Probably
good,
did
I don't say so myself, but
one of those in the entire
does exactly what it says.
course at some point.
Check out the cipher.
Yeah.
Watch out for him. Go drop him a follow. SoundCloud, Facebook, all that good stuff. It's D-CYPH.
Well, surely that's a good sign that it at least feels
Cipher, DMB.
that you're at least noticing
Check this one.
the lack of references. Nice. Not nice. Opposite of nice. Get me on the red spring. Oh, I get to do this strat again, which I couldn't really do on the mobile one either. Lovely. So, just 26. 25 is the one I want. 24 is a possible. What do we do here? Align my subpixels. Neat. Didn't try and stop the spin dash anywhere. Love it. Oh wow, I can't believe I made that jump. It was like the latest possible frame I could have pressed it on. Hey, that's a really good level. Why was that another 30? What did I do wrong?
This is Chicarelli, representing the Liquid Lowdown in Auckland, New Zealand. Picking up the one like DJ Malinky on bassdrive.com.
Oh, get me over that. Fast cycle, fast cycle. Yes, yes! IL record, let's go. No. Get me in that position, thank you. This is a really fast level though. Ow, ugh. Oh, those are on a different cycle to what I'm used to because I'm not normally there that quick. Oh, I missed one hit for some reason. Pause buffering is still allowed at the moment. Some people don't like it, I guess. There's some convoluted rules about you're not allowed to pause buffer for longer than like a couple of seconds. You're not allowed to actually leave it paused for longer than a couple of seconds or whatever.
Brady, I think he's 21 years old.
The combination time of your pauses aren't allowed to isn't allowed to add up to like over 1 minute or 2 minutes or something, which it would never get anywhere near to, but just to have that kind of fail safe, I guess. If someone chose to like try and frame advance through the entire game, not that you can press it fast enough to frame advance like some Zelda games, but No! Oh, I'm alive, but still, no. I wonder if the platform respawns. Please say it does. Oh. I mean, it'll definitely respawn if I die and do the level again. It's only losing 40 seconds. I have a feeling the platform wouldn't have respawned because I didn't go like far enough away from. Well, either because it just wouldn't at all, or I also didn't go far enough away from where it would be. That's the one we want. Oh, whatever. Doesn't really matter anymore. Eh. Might as well go to lab 3 now. With a high jump. Oh, and a whatever. I didn't have to wait for that. That's more mobile muscle memory. Coming back on the 16:9 aspect ratio. Oh, okay. That's a thing that can happen. I haven't done that before. Hey, I remember to not hit the speed cap there. That was really clean. I cannot tell. No, I wasn't even in the right place horizontally anyway. I think you can do it from that vertical, 1 pixel below vertically, but wouldn't have mattered. And that changes the sub-pixel requirements anyway to something that works less for me. I didn't remember how bad that was when you hit the bottom of enemies there. Oh, gotta learn to climb properly again without the bubble shield. And where that full jump is. Oh, I did make it up there, jeez. Oh. Oops. Double weeps? I can't be bothered. I was about to say I can't be bothered if I was falling all the way down. But yeah. It's all good practice, I guess. You can get 8 hits on him and he does start blowing up. But it doesn't, but it's definitely slower. Well, But the more interesting thing to do is you can beat him when you first get to the climb. You can get past him on the right and be in front of him, which is much faster. Oh, let's see what pixel I was on.
Track in the background is a Slow Flow, and this is by Mage on his Caribbean Dream EP. I think this
Mage?
is Celsius. Really love that piano.
Oh. I haven't had Mage in ages. Mage is one of those B&B producers that just like releases tons of stuff really quickly. And some of them are really good, I guess. But they're all fairly generic. Oops. Oh, I still got 11, okay. So I can only PB if I do everything perfectly, including Starlight 3 first try and Scrapbrain 2 first try. Maybe that was the time to go for the IL strat just there on the ramp. Yay! Damn it. I wonder how much time it saves over the PB. The PB is really slow. It was like, I can't remember what happened. It was, I had to do the whole of the start of the level again because it failed the first try to level up. Oh, I have a gold. Okay. Can't remember the exact movement without spin dashing at the start of this level anymore. Again, I always forget the movement at the start of the level. Even before I had to learn it with spin dashing. Let me in. I don't think, if you're just in the wall once you get the camera to that position, I don't think you can go left into it without soft locking. I'm not sure. One pull was nice to me. Okay. Even more interesting. God damn it. It's because I fumbled around on the platforms where the flame cycles and stuff had already started moving over there, I guess, already loaded.
And this one you may have heard before. This is on the Embers of Light album. This is called Foolish For You. And this is featuring Schematic. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, this was released on a sampler earlier, but still love this track. This was supported by Skank and Bass and premiered on their channel. Done really well, and yeah, had to play it again because the full album is
1 frame late.
next month. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. Big things from Embers of Light. Plenty more of these tunes to come.
1 frame early, I'm going to do it normally. I didn't even know that was possible. Actually missed that entire wheel, just going over the top of it. What? Thank you. No, thank you. I haven't seen this. I've seen this once ever. I don't know what causes it, or if it's just random. But this is a soft lock. This one was pretty good. I don't know whether to leave it there. I save my gold, please. Yes. Cool, I got the gold, at least. How do you get through that wall consistently? Not like that. I have no idea. Oh, interesting. I went through the wall that time. And then soft locked immediately, but that's fine. I can deal with that part after learning what actually gets me into the wall. I don't know. This I could just do this over and over again forever, and still not have this happen consistently. I don't know what I'm practicing. And I already have done this over and over again in the past a lot of times, so whatever.
And keeping in with that theme of the Sun and Bass Blues, we're keeping the mellow tune.
Well, there's a good thing to practice from here.
Blue Moon by Nostra
Damn.
Henry. Not actually sure what label this is on, but yeah, this is
Yeah.
nice.
Just when I think I'm getting it consistently. No, none of those were good. Not like all of those were good. Damn it. I really can't tell. Like sometimes I really think I'm on the right horizontal pixel. Oh wow, that worked. Interesting. That didn't. Subpixels, please. That's not the right pixel? Still? I can tell that one isn't. But there's no... Okay. Yeah, the pixel that's one too early in this position looks so similar. Oh, oops. Didn't expect that to work, so I wasn't ready. Come on. And if I get inside the wall and then fail a bit after that, I'm going to be so annoyed on an actual run.
Embers of Light, back at it again. I love this tune, so good to mix. This one's called Time Away. Also coming on the album, Caught in a Deep Thought.
There we go. Why are you so difficult? Why do I have a save state here? Okay. Yeah. I don't know what else. This is all important things. I'm gonna do one more run. And then leave it there. Are we going for 2 hours? Apparently. Somehow. When do you have to finish it by?
This is Silence Group and you are listening to the Four Corners Show with Melinky.
Okay, I see. Yeah, now I understand. Yeah. Later today. Bit of a high jump onto the box. Oh, way over apparently. Oops.
And this one is from a guy called Monju, and this is on coming on Addictive Behaviour. They've got a various artists EP called Rotation 4. And weirdly, this track is called Embers. Yeah, nice tune.
Oh, I didn't do fast acceleration. Let me through, yeah! Yeah! That is the one. Casual minus 19. Jeez. Oh, let me on there. Oh god, now I just failed Marble 2. Yep. Just failed Marble 2 immediately afterwards. So sad. The easiest one in the game. God damn it. Hey. At least we got a shorter bonus screen. Fuck it.
This one in the background is forthcoming Focus recordings, and this is featuring Wednesday Amelia on the vocal. I love this vocal and the track. It's called Sacrifice, and it's coming on the Shogun Assassin.
Hey, I never get that.
Wicked things.
I say every time that I get it. Did I just clip? I've not seen that before. It threw me off. That's my excuse. Can't insta shield in this game. Oh no. Oh, not even 30. Speeches ran out too soon before I rolled. It just rolled off the spring. But yeah, I clipped through that moving platform. I didn't know that was a thing. It's got to be pretty rare, right? Oh. Well, I didn't even know you could go in there. Idiot. Really? Okay. Okie dokie. Everything is slow. I didn't think it could go much worse. Man. So it only takes one thing and then I just screw up everything else on the level also. For some reason. So I had like 10 seconds to save on that level and we lost 1. That's pretty bad. Fuck. That's really close. Still got in there. Didn't die. That's the good part. Ooh, right on the spot. Give me those. Give me those shoes. Those turbo sneakers, or whatever they're called in the actual booklet.
And that one was actually
No.
that same EP, the Shogun Assassins. That was called Dead
Different
Space.
cycles.
Wanted to play that, so
Checkpoint right there though. It loses almost
different vibes.
hardly any time on in-game time.
So yeah, big up Focus Recording.
Except now I don't have speeches, so it does lose that.
This one in the background, I think.
It also loses that time when that happens.
Not that I'm biased or anything, but yeah, they keep sending me good music. This is called Purple Skies, and this is by Critical Event, Askell, and Monic. And yeah, this is one of my favourite tunes from Critical Event so far. Check this out.
How am I still ahead? That's not right. Maybe it'll correct after the level ends because of deaths changing things. No, I actually am still ahead somehow. Oops, that's awkward. That works. Cool. That's the faster way of doing that. I got under the second guy so I didn't like bounce off him and stay up there for a little bit longer. I don't know how I did that, but I want to do that each time. Spring out as far as you forgot, yeah. I mean, well, you actually did Marble Zone, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Oh, stop bouncing off that guy. What a fool.
Hi, this is Filth, and you're listening to the Four Corners Show with Malinky, absolute bad man.
Oh no, okay, made it onto the tip, it's fine. Oh, I do that a lot, and I need this ring, thank you. I bonk that wall on the way down. Oh, I got in the wall and everything. Ah, no backup. I guess that's it. Wait, it's closed? Oh, get this again. That's interesting. I don't have to get that again. Just doing the muscle memory.
I was enjoying that one.
Oh, again?
So much,
Again?
I let it play right to the end.
Oh!
Kind of naughty of me, but I don't really care because I love that tune. Proper takes me away, that one. Big up Critical Event and
Oh!
Axel.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Purple Skies.
What was wrong with that?
This one.
That's as good as I could do. That was just literally RNG that killed me. What the fuck?
By the Beat Merchants. Not
That was as good as I could do.
Drop that he's done is wicked. Just taking it easy today.
I did that really well.
Tunes.
Not fair.
Slash promoting the hell out of the Cypher's new EP whilst I'm doing the show, so apologies for the letting the tune play to the end, but hope you're enjoying the show so far. Lots more to come. Keep it locked.
Again? I might have pressed right one frame too early because I was sure I was on the right horizontal pixel. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, I think. Don't know if I can be bothered to finish this level normally. No. But I flipping got it. I did everything perfectly for lab 3 right there. And lost to RNG. Percentage chance of the subpixels being correct or not. So. I'm gonna find someone to host, as I often forget to do. It was still on the second try, so wouldn't have saved that much time, but it definitely would have been ahead, like way ahead, like 20 seconds or so. I don't know. Hey, Luma's playing Donkey Kong again instead of World of Warcraft constantly. So, we only got 70 words left to go. Nice. Nice. Is that until the actual word count, or until 10% under the word count? Oh, everything's crashing. Can't have a browser open at the same time. Not sure if you can even hear the audio. You're already over, nice. I have the opposite problem. Which is probably shows I'm much worse at writing essays, or I don't know. Anyway, here is Donkey Kong, my good friend Lumo. But I'll be here each night, that's the plan. Good luck with finishing off the essay. See you later.